You got the Florida Panthers, number 1 in the Atlantic, taking on the number 1 seed in the NHL, the best team in the NHL, a team that we finally gave some flowers to, but we're kind of like hesitant to give it. We're giving it, but we're not.
That's right.
It's the New York Rangers. Ladies and gentlemen, series started a couple days ago. Florida takes game 1 in MSG. Then last night in overtime, yeah, I said overtime, the Rangers tied the series 1-1. I watched this game. I won't lie to you. I wasn't like, it's sometimes hard to get around to these games because they start so early here, like 6 o'clock. But
now you're at the Bonacera.
But now I'm the Bond, so I'm watching, and I couldn't keep my eyes off it. It was, you know what? Can I tell you something? If you're gonna watch a series, watch it for one reason. That's what hockey should be like. Every game. That's what I wish. Grimy, tough, open ice. The body checks that were laid out yesterday. I think somebody's dead. I can't remember which player from the Rangers got hit, but I think he's dead.
There is no margin for error.
Exactly.
In both these series. We'll get to them. But man, there is that Rangers-Panthers.
Yes.
Holy smokes.
I'm loving it.
It's actually crazy.
Yeah.
That's the best hockey I've seen all year.
100%.
And that goal, by the way, yesterday, the overtime winner.
Yes.
Perfect shot.
Beautiful.
But can we talk about the lob pass?
Oh, beautiful.
I mean, skill.
Hey.
Oh.
Who's that? Steve Nash passing that?
Oh.
About Trouba, who's known for killing guys. He's the one that put it in the, you know what, perfect shot because the defenseman was right in front of him kind of. So a little bit of a screen, but it was, no goalie would have made that save. It was just a perfect shot by a guy that you wouldn't expect.
We'll get to the West, but in the West, similar type thing.
Very
overtime, cross-seam pass, one touch over.
But what are you looking forward to, or what are you thinking? Give me your rundown on this series. You got the 2 number 1 seeds in the East. It's kind of exactly the way the NHL would probably want it to be.
Yeah.
Who do you don't have, if you want to make a prediction, make it. It doesn't make a difference right now. But what are you thinking? Are you liking the Rangers? Are you not liking? What do you like about this game? I'll just start it off. I am loving. Can I just say this about the Florida Panthers? I know I kind of picked them, but didn't pick them, but picked them again. I am loving the Matthew Tkachuk.
Oh, man.
Being the bad guy, being the villain. And I think he plays harder when he's out on away games than he's at home games.
Definitely.
He loves and covets that role.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
I actually don't know who's going to win this series. I will say it'd be easy, of course, if Florida went into New York and went up 2-0.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, like it's over. But is it though?
Yeah.
Like here's the thing is that series is so tight.
Yes.
That I don't know. And so my whole thing is, the prediction, I'm not going to. I'll look at work. I picked Florida.
Yeah.
But am I overly confident? No. This is like, I don't know what to tell you. These are so 2 evenly matched teams. The goaltenders are 10 out of 10. The defense is there. The forwards are there. The lines are rolling. Like everything about each one of them. All I could say is when you're picking and you're cheering for teams, there comes a point when the dust settles.
Yeah.
And you realize that the best teams and the teams that actually should be there are there, and these two are them.
Yes. 100%.
Where maybe we thought a Boston, what if a Tampa Bay's got a resurgence? And it doesn't matter who.
Right.
These are the best 2 teams in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah. Oh, by far.
That's
and
it.
They're showing. Where you said it's so tight, you're not wrong. I was actually doing that pros con thing where like going through goalies. Both goalies to me, even give them check mark each. Defense.
I might give defense to Florida.
Maybe. But see, I could see somebody giving the check mark to the Rangers. But let's give it to Florida. But then you look at the forwards. You want to we bring them up all the time. The Cuchuk, the Bennett, the Reinhart. But then you got Panarin, Zibanejad. You got the Rempel. Like I know he just came into the last game, but when you kind of look at the overall scheme of things in both teams, like right down the middle, it will go game 7, overtime, and it's gonna be like a deflection off a skate that'll go in, and I don't know who it's gonna be.
Yeah,
it's literally roulette. In this. The only thing I'll say to the Rangers is this. Last night you guys end up winning, and I think you guys did what I think you were, after I saw in game 1, the one thing you guys lacked in game 1, you guys are a good team all the way around, but you're not as nasty. You're not as grimy, but you did in game 2.
Yeah.
You got a little nastier. You keep that up, that's why this will go 7. At the end, I really don't know. I'm with Dimitri on this one. I don't know. Obviously, I picked who I picked originally. That's who I'll stick with, but I don't care who wins. I think both are going to be a great representative heading into the Stanley Cup, whoever it might be.
Love it.
We head over to the Western Conference Final. Now, we left you last week. It was, I can't remember, it was game 6, I think it was. Vancouver had the Oilers on the ropes. They go back to Edmonton. And Vancouver literally crapped the bed. They did nothing. I think they had 11 shots in the whole game. Didn't say it. They were playing with the house money. They said, you know what? Forget it. We're going back on Monday. We're in Vancouver. It's fine. They get to Vancouver. Brock Besser, turns out the guy's got blood clots. They're like, hey, best player on Vancouver or second best player next to J.T. Miller, you got to sit out. You can't play. What? Can't believe it.
W, we're saved by the bell by the Sports Show, playing every week. Podbean, Spotify, iTunes, Sports Show TV, at Sports Show Podcast. Amy, do it. At Sports Show Podcast.
Locked in.